Amukira ngeithi miroreri wa GTN TV gigikunyita ugeni guko kwa GTN mieroho ino ni undu wa mohoro ma gikunjo kia GTN at 1 na gikihoka ni gitinditie thayo haria hothe wagitinda umuthi ari ni gatatu ga kimya giki tariki 26 mweri wa gatatu mwaka wa 2025 na gagikunyita ugeni tukomenyithia maria marathi na mbere kuhanika guko bururi-ini oginyagia kuraya na Kenya na mbere ya macio mothere maya maria tukuhaririirie mamwe ma maria tukuhaririirie GTN at 1 aria marenda gutuika chair wa IEBC kurika muthi wa gatatu. President William Ruto augitireria Muturi ari munene wa watho arutaga wira utakinyanirie ikiro. Kiwopa gutetera Susan Kihika gavana wa Naikuru riri ari rutha rwa uciari kuheo mwana. Na ceceni ya borithi aria ndera kuhingwo ni undu wa thiri wa makiria ma ciringi milioni 2 cia nyumba. Na ngage kunyita ugeni orore gitikira kunyitanira na ithu ng'enda-ini citu cio kinyaniria mwena wa Facebook GTN TV Digital, mwena wa YouTube GTN Digital TV kinyagia kodogo gwetwo TikTok gwothe ni tukiritikira kurumanirira na ithwe. Ritwa riakwa ni Snyder Shige. Tukiambiriria thabari ya komba weru kamiti ya ithurano na mihaka IEBC ni igirire thiku ya gatatu umuthi. Uthurimi wa muikariri giti wa IEBC ugithie na mbere ahitahitaniri magikinya mbere ya kamiti ya uthurimi wa giturwa kia muikariri giti muthenya wa umuthi. Mihango ino iri ratongorio ni kamiti ya wamurani ikihuria ithenya riria riatigirwo theri ni Wafula Chebukati. Andu anana ni marikitie guthurimwo kuria umuthi maragerwo Kafiro ari ni hamwe na Lilian Wajiko, Robert Akumu na Saul Simiyu.
The role of the IEBC chair, but have said that process itself, which he's presiding over, has a lot of legal implication and legal documents that are required to be able to carry the process in a credible manner. So that is why you find that that discussion through stakeholders forum resulted in the constitution requiring that a lawyer be the head of IEBC.
Actually, I think it is the act, not the constitution. I don't think the constitution.
Both of them give the qualifications.
Even the constitution says the chair of IEBC should be a lawyer. In the constitution.
No, I'm not very sure, but there. Yeah.
Be your key principles and strategies to ensure that you guide the commission in the right direction, particularly giving the vision and the tone that you will start with?
I would endeavor to ensure that IEBC is the most credible management, electoral management body that will be able to protect the democratic aspiration of the people of Kenya. And how would I do that? I have said I am very keen on teamwork. I would ensure that we are able to work together with the other commissioners and the secretariat to ensure that there is a proper policies are set. I have had a lot of experience in the making of policies, so I would then transition that knowledge into ensuring that we have good policies that are able to guide the secretary on how.
Na iyo ni mihango iragithi na mbere na mohoro-ini maria maitu mangi megukorwo magikirumirira nitugikorwo na riboti nginyaniru igimainie na kumba weru IEBC. Tugithi na mbere mutongoria wa bururi William Ruto ni ukireire king'ang'a-ini uria wari munene wa watho bururi-ini Justin Muturi ni uria kwa ihinda aratungata ta minister wa utungata wa muingi akiuga riria ari munene wa watho ari mundu utakinyanirie ikiro wira-ini wake na makiria gwa Kenya ni maundu ma moko-ini ma watho. President akiaria hindi ya urianiria wa irio cia hwaini cia iftar thigiraini wa iregi Nairobi. President augite muturi gukiri uguo. President augite munene wa watho uria uriho kwa ihinda riri ni egutwithania maundu ona ihenya makiria ma kurutithania makiria ma kuhuthiria aitheramu miturire kuria muturi akoretwo agiukirira thirikari ya president ni undu wa ciiko cio nyitani migwate na njoragano.
With you, it is it's taken too long. There is absolutely no reason, and I had a problem with the AG who was there. He was fairly incompetent, but I now have a very competent lady. I now have a very competent lady, and I can assure you that the issues of work will be sorted out in a matter of months. That I lead a religious nation. And I want to tell you that we must never take it for granted that we have the freedom of worship in Kenya, and that we can worship God however we want. There are countries who do not have the privilege that we have. There are countries where religion is under pressure from politicians and from public policy. We are proud that in Kenya we share our religion freely and we work together freely. It is only in Kenya that religious leaders are opposed to people supporting religion. I wish they knew that there are places where religion is under siege from politicians and from public policy.
Na tugithi na mbere munene wa maminista Musalia Mudavadi nioritie uthurimwo wega kwa mihango ya ukuruhania wa muingi wothe ikiro-ini cia thirikari cia county o hamwe na thirikari cia muingi. Mudavadi augite kana akoretwo akiaria o thutha wa kugia na giikaro na ministries niguo guthurima mahuthiro ma besha iria ihuthika ifatarietwo kana besha iria ikoragwo igicigitwo keheri-ini kuhuthika hari mihango ino.
By rule of thumb, the lowest process that came up was it would cost 10 million shillings to go through a public participation. There are others, some kind of bills whose nature requires you to do even more in terms of public participation. And the departments were giving us figures of 50 million to 100 million to go through the full hog. Ladies and gentlemen, 700 pieces of legislation multiplied by 10 million alone at the lowest is about 7 billion shillings. I know democracy is expensive and it's the best mode, but you tell me, if public participation is going to cost a government at the lowest something like 7 billion, how do you reconcile this between doing public participation and supplying drugs in a hospital? How do you reconcile this between building a bridge or a hospital and doing public participation? So in the whole framework of open government, we are now faced with a situation where the principle is correct, but did we factor in the cost? So our constitution has now saddled us with a process. But who pays? It's the taxpayer. It's the ordinary citizen. The person who needs the road, the person who needs the medicine in hospital, instead of getting the medicine in hospital, is getting politicians.
Tugithina mbere thegia wa mutumia mubunge wa kaunti ya Nyeri Rehab Mukami guikio nja ni kamiti ya uthurimi kana guikio nja kamiti-ini ya uthurimi wa bajeti ni kiama kiria kirathana kia UDA ni yumiritie na kuria aikari kaunti-ini ya Nyeri magitikira kukeyumiria na kunyita ugeni mutongoria wa bururi William Ruto hindi icera riake gitaru-ini gia gatagati wa bururi kuona meka uguo tabarira cia uthii wa nambere iria ikwamite ni igotiriho aritie hindi uheani wa hema ituri-ini ria Gathuthi rungu rwa Ngaf na Mukami maendeleo mashinani.
Mutongoria wa bururi oke guku atwirire maira maria maitu atwirire ire ti uteithio undu uri ongi na nie ndari uguo ngimenyaga ni undu nderitwo
wa mbere ndirira andu a Nyeri County makaribishe mutongoria wa bururi thini wa Nyeri County na ndirenda kuhakikishira andu aitu na especially andu a guku tetu thi na Nyeri yothe mawira maria mothe makwamite nimo president aroka guka kumatariria nimo hindi ria twacaguraga thirikari ino ikuo nimo twakorete gutari kindu kwa ina mathire maingi muno na nikio project nyingi irarugamite no tari uhoro wa mau road barabara ni rekirirwo mbeca na ndio uguo tondu ngoretwo kamiti-ini ya budget ugithi kuria karati na barabara mathira na ni rathi na mbere kuria kundu gugwitwo Kieni barabara ni rathi na mbere na project iria ciothe istorete kumanagia na riu project icio ciothe ni guthi na mbere na ni kurika koguo ni ndirena andu aitu metikire tukaribishe president witu na twakaribisha president witu oke atwirire mawira maria mangi agutwikira na tumuhe nafasi tondu tutigitie miaka ingiri na ndina miaka iyo iri igithira utiri undu tagukorwo rikite oguo ni njui andu a Nyeri matiendete bara andu a Nyeri reke tukaribishe president na ni njui tutigerira ni agathie nginya kundu gugwitwo Kieni kuria kwa Miru kumahe taito andu 3,000 aria mataurite methete taito yo miaka mingi muno na taito ciao matire maheo twena miaka igana miaka iri egegethira ri ithu tutikamenya kuria tugaikia kura koguo reke tutige kurakara tondu wona twambiriria kurehe inegene kugo ra tukugereria mutongoria wa bururi gutire mutongoria ungi wa bururi Kenya no tiga William Samoei
na riboti iyo igageba gutuhe kanya tukorwo tugikiria kwa ica ikuhi iri ndugagithie kuraya ni turacokereria na riboti makiria thina mbere na kwirorera GTN TV.
Naitwa James Gitonga, nimetoka pande ya Othaya. Niko hapa kama mshindi, nimekuwa nikicheza 3 kwa muda, nikapata chance ya kucheza, nikashinda 100k. Wenye hawajacheza ama hawaiamini wajaribu kucheza hii game, it's true, na watapata kushinda kama yenye nimeshinda ama beyond, na hiyo pesa itanisaidia kwa studies zangu kama a student of a college. Mimi kama mshindi na jinsi nimefurahi sababu itanitoa mahali na itanisaidia kufaulu. So nasema kwa wenye wajicheza watie bidii, wajaribu na watafanikiwa kufaulu kuicheza na watashinda.
Vuna chapa leo na tatua tatu. Ingia kwa M-Pesa paybill number 150 account
Hota.
Amount ni shilingi 10 hadi shilingi 1,000.
Over 18s only. Gaming can be addictive. Tugata kikirike ni kuri ugigurira ngari njirwa kana ngari huthire na hukurehero ngari njiru shua Wanga Ventures tukurehe motungata maya mothe uhaurie wikinyike wajini gitu kia wendi wa ngari hari sikutanyirie wicagurire iria gukenia na guthogora turengete fiu oho tukoragwo na motungata ta Wanga Insurance Consultancy, Asset Management, Digital Speed Governance, wendi wa gas cia kuruga kuria tukurehagira uhari urie no tukoragwo na kawo cia kiriwa na Cyber Services. tucerere kana utugurire thimu kugira namba 0725 204 131 kana 0708 280 988 tucerere onayo tonithi yaku.
Welcome to ProServe College, where passion meets professionalism in the world of hospitality, tourism, and service excellence. At ProServe College, we specialize in empowering students with the skills and knowledge to succeed in the fast-growing hospitality industry. And at ProServe College, we go the extra mile, offering guaranteed internships.
Hi, my name is Oirimun Njoroge from ProServe Training Institute. So we're calling upon all the Form 4 leavers who will be interested to start their career in the hospitality industry. Visit ProServe Training Institute, where we are able to do career coaching.
With programs in food and beverage production, cookery, food and beverage service, food and beverage production in sales and service, mixology, barista, and more, we prepare you for a rewarding career in just months. Our hands-on approach ensures that you are job ready from day one with practical training in state-of-the-art facilities. For more information, you can contact 0701 414705 or send an email to info@proserve.ac.ke.
And also, if you're in the hospitality space and maybe you've learned through experience but you don't have the academic qualifications, we offer refresher courses. So you can come to our school. We are very flexible in terms of time. So we have day classes and we have evening classes. So we can do physical and online training. So karibu nyote to ProServe Training Institute, where we say we strive beyond basic limitation. Karibuni.
Furahia protein na Samchi Heights. Samchi Heights ni kambuni ya wendia wa ng'ondu iria kwendegeria migunda prime na bei bacirire bururi wothe handu wa ruma. Marakwenderia broti mwena wa Nyeri na Nanyuki. Chaka 1 kilomita wa igere kuma barabara-inĩ ya Nyeri guthii Nanyuki, o hau cukuru-inĩ wa Kings Medical College hakuhĩ na mũkawa wa Lusoi Resort. Broti cia 50 by 100 marakwenderia na thogora wa ciringi 400 tu. Chaka 2 broti cia 50 by 100 iria cirĩ thutha wa former Kings Medical College marakwenderia na thogora wa ciringi 550 peke yake. Nanyuki kilomita 15 kuma Nanyuki town hakuhĩ na Enai Golf Course na kĩrĩma kĩa Loldaiga. Broti cia 50 by 100 marakwenderia na thogora wa ciringi 300 peke yake. Broti ici cirĩ na ready title deeds, cina maĩ, thitima, barabara njega cirĩ o kuo. No macerere ofici-inĩ ciao kũrĩa mwena wa Nyeri town, Gathongo House, kũng'ethanĩra na mũkawa wa Central Hotel, kana ũmahũre thimũ namba nĩcio 0705 777 333 kana 0722 261 114. Wecirie kũgũra broti na kambuni njega ya kwĩhokeka. Kambuni ĩngĩ nĩ Samchi Heights.
RBG Engineering Limited is an engineering company that specializes in fabrication and forming projects involving stainless steel, mild steel, and aluminum, and is committed to quality, reliability, and cutting-edge technology. Our services include metal folding, metal cutting, architectural steelwork, on-site services, while ensuring we collaborate with our clients from the initial idea stage, developing the concepts and translating them into computer-aided designs. For more information, contact 0738 123 123 or visit our offices in Kingongo, opposite Shell Petrol Station along the Nyeri Nyahururu Highway. RBG Engineering Limited, building the future.
Na nĩ ngatho makĩria nĩ gwĩtĩkĩra gũthiĩ na mbere na kwĩrorera GTN TV. Tugithina mbere, kamiti ya atumia kana kanjo ya atumia aria ni abunge bunge-ini ya gibũrũri KEWOPA muthenya wa ira ni maragire na giikaro niguo gutetera uria ni governor wa Naikuru Susan Kihika ni uria akoretwo agiukirirwo ng'enda-ini cia ukinyaniria ni kurumirira guikara muno kwa ihinda iraya bũrũri-ini wa United States. Maya mararumirira thutha wa Mukenya umwe kuma kaunti-ini ya Naikuru Evans Kimori kuria mutongoria wa bũrũri wa US niwe Donald Trump gukorwo agicokia governor Kihika uria ukoretwo kwa ihinda iraya akoretwo ari rutha rwa uciari niguo kuheo mwana bũrũri-ini wa US.
Actually, these horrible and barbaric incident happened in Nyamira, and the people where I come from, they are saying that it's culture. If I've forgotten, the culture they are talking about is what we were actually taught in schools. Culture is not, it does not punish the society. Culture, you share your ideas, you share your customs, you share your ideologies. That is what we should praise about, but not about assaulting women in the name of culture. When you have leaders accepting that we should not talk about this thing because it's culture, let me tell you then, as women, we have a long way to go. And since God has given us shown us some light, we are going to condemn this. We are not going to sleep. We'll speak about it. We will make it our agenda. We shall repeat. There is no culture that punishes its children.
I am particularly disturbed that this assault on this lady actually happened in the presence of leaders of a church, because we had leaders of a church who conducted that burial. It happened in the presence of leaders of a community, because I know leaders of community and elders were there. It happened in the presence of administrators of government. That says a lot about the place of the woman in our society. I would like to call upon all our communities to know that we are collectively the protector of those who are vulnerable in our society.
We have labor laws that govern what should happen when a woman requires to go on maternity. There are legal stipulations. What should happen if a person is sick but is in office and requires permission to go and be treated? All those are already set. So sometimes some of the arguments that have been put on social media, overactive social media being used to intimidate women, to bully leaders, they have been really off the point and off the mark. Myself, I want to sincerely congratulate our Governor Susan Kihika for even showing us that even at our age, we can actually have a child.
Any other parent has a right to maternity leave and to care for her children. We therefore demand the following. One is that the end to the gendered attacks on Governor Susan Kihika and actually all other women leaders. Number two, respect for the rights of women leaders to take legally recognized maternity leave without facing political bullying, because that's exactly what's happening to Governor Susan Kihika right now. And a fair political environment where leadership is judged by performance and integrity and not gender or motherhood. Fourth, we want to call upon all the leaders, our beloved fourth estate, the media houses, the public. All of us should reject the outdated thinking on issues of motherhood. Let us focus on what truly matters, that is service delivery, that is governance and leadership, not a woman's personal decisions to have a child or not to have one. And lastly, I want to give this assurance to our women in this country and indeed the whole world, that you can lead, that you can be a mother, you can be both and do well in both.
Tugithina mbere ceceni ya borithi aria ndira gukuri Mwea kaunti-ini ya Kirinyaga ni hingitwo na maabitha a borithi makahamurithio ni kurumirira thiri wa makiria ma ciringi milioni 2 cia nyumba ici iria matakoretwo makiriha kumagia mwaka wa 2016 kuringana na aikari aria meyonire maabitha atandatu a borithi kuma ceceni-ini ino magithamia indo ciao na rori kuma mwena wa Kerugoya na moria meru ni maingatwo kuma nyumba-ini ici. Kiroko gia tene maabitha a ceceni ya borithi ya Riadira ya kaunti-ini ya Kirinyaga marokire kuhamurithio na ceceni ino yahingwo ni ene nyumba kumana na thirĩ wa ciringi mirioni 2 iria itakoretwo ikirihwo. Kuringana na aikari aria mauma na kimako, makorire maabitha a borithi atandatu kuma ceceni ino makiruta indo ciao na guciikira rori-ini ya ceceni ya borithi ya Kirugoya na morĩrĩria merirwo ni maingatĩtwo nyumba-ini ino iria makoretwo makombore.
Ile kitu hatujui ni kwamba sisi tunajua wanaishi kwa police post. Ile what happened hatujui ni nini iliendelea because ikafikia mahali pa kuwa wanahamishwa.
Ngithama guku thitoko na thina mwingi muno tondu menyeru wa twina hakuhi na Beturu kwina mahoteli manene me guku kwina ofisi ya mai ino naona tweherio thigari turihura ongeta nginya muthenya na handu hatuhura ongeta ndagĩũkia tũrĩhĩre nyũmba thigari ciendelee na gwĩka atĩ MP twatũrĩhĩre nyũmba. Maabitha aya makoretwo nyũmba-inĩ ino ĩrĩa yaheanirwo kũrĩ thirikari nĩ mwonjoria mũtigaire Mwangi Thũita mwaka-inĩ wa 2016 ĩkorwo ĩrĩ ceceni ya borithi no agĩcoka kũhurũka mwaka-inĩ wa 2018 na ciana ciake makĩiguithanĩria na maabitha aya nĩ marĩrĩhaga. Mbeno nĩ gũkomboragwo ĩkoya wa Thũita na riu nona mwene ni arenda pesa nioke aturihire nyumba thigari ciendelee gutugitira
kweretwo gwetho mugunda meke ati no athutania mahete mugunda kuria kianda niguo gutakwagire mundu wa gwaka.
Riu aikari aya matigitwo matare na wiki otiga guikia ihoya kuri thirikari maikare buroti-ini iyo na iria yaheanitwo ni mwonjoria uyu iria ona family yake yugite ni mekumioya.
Hii police station iko hapa ni ya Kiamasiri. Sasa wakitoka hapa waende Kiamasiri tutakuwa na shida nyingi sana. Kwa hivyo tunaomba tulipiwe nyumba ndio askari waendelee kutulinda.
Sisi kama wakazi wa Riadira tunasema watu polisi wa Riadira, polisi wakiondoka hapa kutakuwa na msimu sana.
Tene twaraganja tondu ng'ombe citu ciiru igithira riu ni guthima rathi turahoya thirikari ingirire uhoro ucio borithi tikatunyo borithi citu.
Munene wa borithi Mwea Ithũĩro Rashid Ali niekirite ndeto ĩno mũkonde akiuga aikari megukorwo magitungatirwo ni ceceni ya borithi ya Rukanga iria ĩrĩ kilomita 4 kuma mwena ũyũ. Handũ-inĩ ha GTN TV rĩtwa rĩakwa nĩ Muthoni wa Mai. Na tũgĩtigana na icio rĩu tũgũthũke kũrĩa iharo-inĩ tumũrike kũrĩa President wa FKF niwe Hussein Mohamed ugite ati ni bũrũri wa Kenya ni wiharirie gukanyita ugeni ngucanio cia CHAN cia mwaka wa 2026.
In terms of preparation, I can assure you we are ready. We are putting a plan for preparing the national team for friendlies. We are talking to CECAFA. We are talking to other countries in terms of friendlies, and we will have a program very soon that we will have for June that will be made public for all the friendlies, and you will see that in due course once we formalize all the preparations. Of course, you know, everything is tied to resources and availability of certain things, and also the coach has got his plans. So the national coach will give guidelines on exactly how he wants to prepare the team, and that is what we will go with, and it will be communicated to you in due course. So we have a very elaborate plan. We just need to synchronize it with the national coach, and once that plan is agreed on, it's signed off, then it will be communicated to you. So yes, to answer your question, we have a very elaborate plan on the same. I want to take this opportunity again to call on corporate sponsors. You saw the potential of Kenyan football. Please come on board. We are struggling every day with resources. We are trying to compete with the best in the world. We need resources to be able to do that. So please come on board, be part of this journey. We can't do it without you. We need government, we need private sector, we need development partners, we need NGOs, we need everybody to join hands together. Help us bring back our football.
Na riboti iyo ya ngucanio cia iharo-inĩ nĩyo ĩragĩtwĩkĩra gaturumo gĩkũnjũ-inĩ kĩa GTN 21 mohoro na njĩra ndaya nĩ wona cihanda thaa 1 o ũndũ ũmwe na thaa 3 nĩtũgũgũcemania nawe tũrĩ hamwe na Gĩtonga wa Ndwĩri.